Hey guys, good morning. It's a little bit of a raw day today. It is Wednesday, March 27th, and today's an important day because not only am I up-potting my precious little snapdragons, but it's time to harden them off as well. So it's really important that you know when you're growing flowers for the season from seed that they do have to be hardened off. Now, I did explain to you that I had a bunch of snapdragons that volunteered, and they came up happily and they were out here evergreen, and when I pricked them out of where they were and I planted them in the soil, they didn't die back because they were already naturally hardened off from being volunteers and self-sowing. But when we grow something in controlled temperatures and an environment, we have to remember that these little tender perennials and seedlings need to be acclimated to the cooler temperatures, and they need to be hardened off before they're planted in the soil. Keeping in mind that not only is the air temperature cold, but the soil itself is cold. Here in New Jersey, we're coming off of nighttime temperatures still in the 40s. So the ground itself is very, very cold. And in parts where it's shaded, it's still a little bit frozen. So I have to get these guys potted up because they're demanding to come out of these cells, and I'll get them ready and I'll be bringing them in and out to get hardened off before they actually go into the garden. Well, I'm hoping that as you look at my beautiful snapdragons and you realize that my potting bench is very, very dirty and filled with soil, that maybe you'll consider it a signs of me being a good gardener, knowing that I'm busy here in my Costco greenhouse. But these are the snapdragons in natural light. Now, the first two rows are the Madam Butterfly, which are annuals here. And then we have the Black Prince that I might have been calling Purple Prince. Most likely because this is just what I do, you guys. I'll call a cucumber a tomato and a pepper a cucumber. And these are the Tall Deluxe. So these really look beautiful. Let me give you a good close-up look at the beauty of the shape of the leaves. These flowers are very, very happy. You can see that there are colors underneath, and it won't be hard to tell in the garden what is what. Once you start to grow these, you'll realize that the different varieties have different shades under their leaves, and you can almost guess that it's going to be, you know, a pink variety or a white or yellow. So it won't be an exact guess unless, of course, you're a psychic. But also, you know, in this Black Prince variety, you can see the colors of this nice dark underleaves. Part of the Tall Deluxe variety is also the Black Prince. So there's just all different types. Now these two here are both tender perennials. They do come back. They very happily self-sow and volunteer. Plus, in these temperatures here in northwestern Burlington County, New Jersey, this is a situation where, you know, we are considering frost dates. Now, if you're in a place up north where, you know, you go under zero for a very long time, I don't know if something like this would be a perennial for you. But here in New Jersey, it is proving itself to be a true perennial. All right, so now that I've gotten used to what these flowers look like, I know that my Tall Deluxe blend is a much paler green. So I've only done part of the flats being up potted, and I'm going to leave some of these other guys out here to harden off in their small cells because their root systems just are not as big, and I'm going to make an attempt to direct plant these. I planted extra so I can see what they're going to do. And then over here I have separated my Madam Butterfly and my Black Prince, so I'll know which these guys are, but they are a totally different color. The only one you really can tell the difference of is between Madam Butterfly. That one is a little bit more difficult, but I had a few lupins that came up and they have hardened off overnight. You can see they are starting to get their true leaves, so they'll be going outside soon. So they are doing rather well. I have some celery that's growing out here. I didn't put a dome on it. Here are my Leeks. This celery, this is the Chinese pink, just starting to come up. And I don't know if I see any of the Celine, I don't know what it's called. There's nothing in there, but this is the Utah Tall. So hopefully I'll get something out of that. But And I already carried back a tray of brassicas that I'm getting ready to go put into the soil now. And let's see what else. Oh, I have a few dahlias here. Now this is a botanical interest, some assorted variety that I've been trying to grow for the past 3 years. And the these little things here, these stupid things, they're biodegradable pots. They totally went moldy on me. 2 years in a row, I lost snapdragons and I lost dahlias. So this time I went ahead and just put them in the Bootstrap Farmer. And you can see, look at the root system on that guy. Wow. So I know for certain that this tall one, for certain, will be getting potted up. And I have to, you know, gently see. Out of 6, only 1 didn't show up. But it's okay. I still have some in the pack. It could be still trying. But, yep, I see a root system on this guy here, too. So they will for sure be getting potted up and hardened off. So this is pretty exciting. Listening to music, today's soundtrack, today's music of the day is the best of the Eagles. I absolutely love the Eagles, and just, you know, having, what a blessing it is. I didn't realize this little greenhouse, you know, even if I can't use it, like I've said before, to the best of its ability that a greenhouse would be, where I'm actually growing everything in here. It's a wonderful potting shed and escape for me to get away from the boys. So I just went in to let them out for a little break, and don't you know, my earphone wire got caught on the handle as I was entering the door, and when I walk fast, and it like clotheslined me and it whipped my head. I feel like I have whiplash. I'm telling you, it's going to be a trip to the chiropractor. I didn't do it just once, I did it twice. So yeah, so my neck's feeling a little wonky today. This is the last thing I need. So I had to go to the chiropractor anyway, but I certainly didn't want to have to walk in there with some low-grade whiplash to get fixed. Really like just raw out here today. It's okay though, because this time next month I'll be trying to pick a date of when I'll actually be putting the rest of my tomatoes and peppers and everything in the ground. This is super duper exciting. But I was just showing you all of the amendments I put in the soil when I pot up some of my vegetables. So today I'll be doing different varieties of cauliflower, varieties of broccoli. I already have a few Brussels sprouts in that I did yesterday, and I'm about to harvest some leeks. So let's go take a walk to the back of the garden and see what's happening back there. Okay, so just carrying everything back. That I started much earlier this year. I think I have a video about that I can share with you. And these leeks are actually from last year, and they're still growing. Let's see what we have here. Oh, they're really deep. I'm gonna need 2 hands for that. I should get you set up so you can see what I'm doing. I just had to encourage this one out with a little cultivator. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful. This is so exciting. I think I'm going to make soup. These other little strappies here are some garlic that we have growing, and this broccoli is a volunteer from last year, and I didn't get it out in time. It's getting ready to go to seed, so I'll go ahead and pull this out. It's not doing too well, but it's just encouraging that it made it through winter. All right, look at this, guys. Got some beautiful worms in here. Nice harvest of leeks. I am very, very happy about this today, because not only are leeks delicious in stir fry with cabbage and all that stuff that I still have in the refrigerator, the greens and some of the little bit of extra leeks make the most delicious homemade vegetable soup stock. Incredible. Well, not just for soup, but for rice or farro or whatever. Great sign. Good to see these worms. All right, listening to one of these nights from the Eagles, and I am planting out some broccoli. This is what I up-potted a few weeks ago, and look at this wonderful root system that created. So in here I have the different fertilizers that I showed you, with the last tip being bone meal, so it can take that up and it can start working on producing its flower. All right, so it's really very raw today. It is only like 62 in the greenhouse, but what a reprieve because it's just raw out. So I've got, sorry, ran out of memory. Of my dirty hands. I wanted to show you, I came in to finish working on some flowers here, and I want to show you this dahlia before I pull it out of the container, and how superior the bootstrap farmer cells are at growing, and the air pruning vents on the side I think are just incredible. So I filled up my little cup, and you know, this was the one where you could see that the root was coming out, and you just look at that. Look at that dahlia. Oh, how wonderful. So we got this first one up potted, and then I'll be taking them back in the house before I let these guys harden off. All right, you guys. Oh, I have so much going on. I have another delivery coming today. I have to take care of a little stuff with the grass. My hands are filthy. My equipment's filthy. So anyway, if you like this video, don't forget, you guys, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, please subscribe. My name is Leigh. This is our backyard garden for those of you who may be new. We have so much content coming up right now, I can't even keep up with it. So I hope that you'll join us, and just join us in the community of people we're trying to inspire and motivate to learn to garden, because there's a lot of topics I'm going to touch on that I hope will be just as important to you as they are to me. But for now, I just wanted to share with you how I'm hardening things off, potting things up, and go ahead and planting things in the garden. So anyway, you guys, thanks for spending this morning with me. I'll see you in the next video.